Hi friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. It is 90 degrees outside. I have my Christmas music playing and a beautiful Christmas scene on my TV, and Oliver's wearing his Christmas sweater. And why, you may ask? Well, because it's October 1st. It's the beginning of Christmas season for Christmas crafts. So I hope you're ready. But first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda, and this is my Oliver. And if you're returning, we love you so much. So ready or not? I hope you are. Let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use my DIY paint in the color Marquee. I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color Ink and Ivory. I'm going to use one of these little wood signs I got last year at Christmas time from Dollar Tree. This rub-on transfer, it is IOD's new rub-on transfers from this year. And then this I got a couple of years ago at Goodwill, and I was going to use it for 4th of July a couple of years ago, and I never did. Anyways, so I started off by painting that board with my Ivory. I went around the trim with the black, and then I painted the little Merry Christmas sign with that DIY paint. And once it was dry, I just took a little bit of the ink color and just did a little distressing. And then I took my rub-on transfer here, and I'm just laying it down where I want it. And once I have it laid down, I'm going to use the little tool that comes with it. It's just a little like plastic rubbing tool. And I'm just going to rub and pull up my the transfer paper and just keep rubbing. And then if I saw anything coming up, I would have placed it back down and rubbed some more. But this stuff really, the IOD rub-on transfers really are nice. So once I had that on, I'm taking some hot glue here, and I'm just putting it along the back of my sign and placing it on the bottom just underneath the Santa Claus. After that, I took some of these green picks. These I got this summer for Christmas in July. I ordered them off of Amazon. I do believe they're in my Amazon store if you're interested. But I'm just going to, I cut off the pick part, and I'm just using my hot glue here to glue them in place just like you see me doing right here. And I did both sides, and you guys, I absolutely love how this came out. It is so pretty. So then I also this summer ordered a bag of, I think it was table scatter, but it has these pine cones and berries and all kinds of stuff in it. So I took 3 pine cones, sorry it's not in view, and I glued them or hot glued them onto the top. Then I took some of these berries, they have some bigger and smaller ones, and I'm just going to hot glue 3 on each side of the Santa Claus on the greenery here. And then I took 1 more, and I'm going to hot glue it right on the top above Santa, right underneath the pine cones. After that, there was these little wood stars that was in that package of goodies, and I'm just going to hot glue 1 on each side. Just kind of gives it that old time rustic feel, and that's what I felt like this rub-on transfer needed. After that, I just took a sawtooth hanger that I had in my stash, and I'm just going to add it to the back. I did measure it. I used my little level thing there to make sure it was straight. I marked where the screws were gonna go, and then I'm just screwing them on, and there it is. Look how beautiful that is, you guys. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. You'll have to let me know what you think about it in the description or in the comment box below. But oh my gosh, yeah, I love it. Okay, today is for the love of Christmas, and every month on the 1st of the month, I get together with Amanda with 6 kids and a glue gun, and Shantell with Crafty Hints, and we put together this fun challenge. This month's theme is Christmas. Of course, we're getting into Christmas, so make sure you check out their videos as well as the playlist. I'll have links to all of them in my description box below. Okay, here's DIY number 2. So for this fun DIY, I'm going to use this DIY paint again. I got this from Sammy at unicorndustdesigns.com, and I'm going to use a giant craft stick from Walmart. I'm going to use one of these 8 inch chunky slats from Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to use some half beads. That little red one I ended up not using. I ended up using a bigger bead instead. And then I'm going to use one of these shells as well as the little strings that come with it. So I started off by filling each one of those holes with my lightweight spackling. You guys, that stuff is looking so gross and dirty, and I can't find more. Anyways, and so after I had those filled, I painted my shelf in that slat with the red and the craft stick with the white. And then I realized, oh my goodness, I can't give Santa a red face. So I took Folk Art Seashell Pink, and I am just painting the middle part here that I want to have his face for. And then I took a bigger bead, I think it's like a 30mm bead, and I'm painting it with that Seashell Pink. And once I had that all painted, then I took my ink and I painted the littler beads. And these I think are like 12 or 15mm. And then after I had those all painted and dried, I took my decal that I created with my Cricut, and I'm just placing it on my craft stick. And as you can tell, I cut the corners off of that craft stick. And then I'm using my Type Bond multi-purpose glue and hot glue and gluing that brim of his hat on. And then I'm gluing the little eyes on and his nose, just like you see me doing right there. Once I was done, I took some of these strings. Now I had a pile of these sitting next to me. I was going to use some fur that I had, but I decided, you know what, I'm going to use these because I was looking at them thinking, what am I going to use those for? And I thought this would be perfect. So I'm just adding some to hot glue. So I took like 4 or 5 and then just put some hot glue down and then just laid them in the hot glue just like you see me doing. And I just did that all the way across. Then I took a strand and hot glued it over it to kind of cover those rough edges. I actually did 2 strands just to make sure it had a nice covering. Then I am going to cut this at an angle. I wanted to kind of make this not straight across, so his beard kind of points down, because Santa's beard does do that. And then I turn it around and I do the same thing, just kind of going at an angle here. And then I stopped. Why did I stop? I don't remember. Oh, because I wanted the last few to be straight across. So I'm just kind of trimming it up, making sure it was even. And then those last few, I just went straight across. Then I took some of those smaller pieces that I just cut off, and I took another piece of that and tied it around, and I'm just making a mustache and gluing that right under his nose like you see. After that, I took this red piece that I had painted red, but I painted one side of it black. I'm using my gold marker here from Dollar Tree, and I am just going to paint in his belt just like you see. Now I normally don't do Santa Claus stuff, but I love Santa Claus suits. I love stuff that's painted red with the belt. So I actually started, the next project was the first project I started because I dreamt about it actually. So then I decided, you know, I'm just going to do a video with Santa Clauses. And so I probably won't do very many of these because I don't normally do Santa Clauses, but I had a lot of fun with this. So as you can see, I used some puff paint at the top of his hat to make some like snow dripping off his hat, and then I made a few snowflakes. Then I'm using my Tite Bond glue and hot glue again to stand him up. Now I did take a piece, a tumbling tower block, and glue it to the back just to give it some extra support. I took one of these little squares. Now these come out of their Dollar Tree's like their little MDF calendars that you can turn the squares with the dates. Anyways, I took that with some material, and I'm just wrapping it like a present, and just hot gluing the ends down just like you see. And then I took some of the baker's twine, the cotton twine, and I'm just going to wrap it around the present. I did 2 of these, both different material or different fabrics, and I'm just going to tie a little bow on the top, and then I am going to hot glue it next to Santa. I thought about making a few of these and like have them angled on top of each other, but I didn't. I just ended up doing 2, 1 on each side. And there he is. I think he is so adorable. I love it. You'll have to let me know what you think about him as well. I should have gave him some bushy eyebrows, huh? Oh, it's so fun. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment box below. Okay, it is the time where I love to give a shout out to all my subscribers. You guys, I just appreciate you so much. And if you're new here and if you enjoyed today's video, I invite you to hit that red subscribe button before you go. And then make sure you guys give me that thumbs up, comment, watch those ads. That really does help support my channel and helps my channel grow as well. And then if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find links to my social media accounts listed in the description box, as well as my affiliate accounts. Okay, here's DIY number 3. Now, I had a dream about this. I knew I wanted to use this ornament, and yeah, I dreamt about this, so the next day I had to make it. So I'm going to use this paint again from Sammy at Unicorn Dust Design. I'm going to use this gold metallic paint I got from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink. And then I'm going to use some of this furry ribbon I got last year at Hobby Lobby, but I think they have this every year. And then this huge wood ornament I just got from Hobby Lobby this year. Once they put, well, the Christmas stuff went on 50% off right away. I don't understand. But anyways, I was 50% off that. So I got it for $2.50. So I started by painting the front and the back of my ornament with the Marquee color, and then just the hanger part with the gold. And here I'm taking my square ruler to make the belt. And let me tell you guys, this was crooked. It was so crooked. I couldn't believe it. I don't know what I did. I thought doing it this way, it wouldn't be crooked, but it was horrible. I ended up having to redo the belt on the back side and then repaint over this side because it was so horrible. And it looks much better. You'll see that at the final end. But after I had it marked off, I taped it off, and then I am just painting it in between the painter's tape with my ink color. And this is just to make the belt. And once this was all painted and dried, I stood it up and went, ah, it's crooked. And I tried to fix it, but no, I couldn't fix it. So here I am just marking off where I want to paint the belt. But when I did the other side, I actually found something that was square and traced that around. It was a little easier. But then I just used my gold metallic paint, and I'm just painting in the belt. And honestly, I think the second time I do this, the other side, it does look, even the belt buckle looks much better. But I'm just, like you see, going around the belt, and this wasn't even centered with the handle. Oh, anyways, so then I cut down some strips of this fur, and I am just going to hot glue one on the top, and then I'm going to hot glue it on the bottom as well. Oh, you guys, this is so cute. And I thought about maybe adding some like sparkly snowflakes, just like on like a patch of them. But I ended up not doing it. I don't think it really needed it. But I took some of this holly. I think I got this from Dollar Tree. But I'm going to hot glue them. I thought about doing one on each side, doing a set on this side and a set on the other side, but it looked too crazy. So I thought, well, this one really looks nice. So I put it here. I'm going to hot glue this in place. Now, I thought about doing a bow, but I thought Santa doesn't wear a bow, right? But he might have holly on his lapel, you know, so I thought, okay, we'll do some holly leaves with some holly berries. So that's what I'm doing here. And after that, that's all there was. Again, I did fix the other side, but there it is. I love how this came out. It is so, so cute. And there's really so much you could do with one of these ornaments. I have one more of these that I can't wait to do something else with. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, and it is a time for celebration of your recreation, and we have these beautiful pieces from Linda. She's working on her fall still, and oh, they are just beautiful. Thank you, Linda. And then these are so cute. Kathy, I love those little gingerbread ornaments, and then her pumpkins are so cute. And then we have Marie. She made this really pretty sign. Thank you all, ladies. I really appreciate it. And if you have a creation or a recreation that you would like me to showcase for you here, You can send pictures to my email address that's listed right there, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. And I am always thrilled to death to showcase them for you. Okay, here's DIY number 4. Look how cute. Okay, so for this one, I am going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. I am going to use this decal I made with my Cricut. And this adorable napkin that May with Craft Away with May sent me some napkins as a thank you gift. And this was in it. I know it's because it looks like Oliver, and I just loved it. And then this little sign I had in my stash from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to start off by removing that little metal piece with my heat gun and my Cricut spatula. Once I removed it, I did have to kind of scrape away. It was some really thick glue they had on there. And then I sanded it off a little bit. Then I painted it white. I think I did have to put a couple of coats on there to really cover the wording there. Once it was done, I took my Mod Podge. I actually had marked how high that napkin was going to be, and then I'm just going to put the Mod Podge up to that mark. And then once I had that all covered, I set it aside to dry. And while it was drying, I took my napkin and I fussy cut it around this adorable little puppy. Oh my gosh, I just love it. And then I removed the second ply behind it. And then I'm going to use my heat press to attach this napkin. So I'm just going to lay it down on my picture here, and I put some regular parchment paper that you use in the kitchen over my napkin, use my heat press, which reactivates that Mod Podge so that your napkin sticks. And then after that, I just went over and covered it with some more Mod Podge that helps protect the napkin so it doesn't rip. And then I set that aside to dry, and it really doesn't take Mod Podge very long to dry. It just takes a few minutes. After that, I took my little decal here and I laid it down. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to put, but I just thought, I promise I've been good. It sounds like something Oliver would say, even though he doesn't talk. And even though he's been really naughty lately. Yeah. So I took my Rick Rack here. I got this this summer from Temu, and I'm just going to hot glue this all the way around. And when I say Oliver's been naughty, he was naughty because I took him grocery shopping with me again, and I had some bagels, raisin bagels, in a really big zippered bag. I mean, taller than him, and he got it open and ate a third of a bagel, which made him very sick and ended up taking him to the vets. So yeah, he was naughty and he had to take medicine. So that's what he gets for it. But I'll tell you, that dog is so smart. Anyways, I took this buffalo check ribbon in my stash. I just made a little finger bow here, and I'm going to dovetail the ends, and then I'm going to hot glue it to the top of my little sign here. And then I just took some twine. I'm going to make a single finger bow. I'm going to do it really slow here. I'm just going to wrap my fingers once on each finger, wrap around the twine that's in between my fingers, come back around, go through it, and pull tight. Then I just trim it and hot glue it, and that's all there was for this one. Oh, it is so adorable. I absolutely love it. Thank you, May, for that napkin. It is precious, and it reminds me of my Oliver. And you'll have to let me know what you think about this one as well. This final reveal is coming right up, so make sure you guys give me that thumbs up and comment, because that helps, and share this video with someone you might enjoy it. If you haven't subscribed already, I would really appreciate it if you do so before you go, because I know majority of you that watch my videos isn't subscribed. Anyways, on a different note, make sure you check out the playlist and Chantelle and Amanda's channels. And with all that being said, you guys, I will be back again on the 5th. So with all that, have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.